She said, "I can't be with someone who has no future," and walked out. I said, "Okay." The next morning I accepted the six-figure job offer in London I hadn't told her about. She found out when my farewell party was all over social media. Original post: I, 20 male, was making dinner when Rachel, 27, decided to end our 4-year relationship. No warning, just walked in and detonated a bomb. Rachel, we need to talk. Me, let me turn the stove off. Leave it. This won't take long. Already knew this was bad. I can't do this anymore, Daniel. I need someone with ambition, someone going places. I have a job. Data entry isn't a career. You've been in the same position for 3 years. No promotions, no initiative, nothing. The market's tough right now. Excuses. My sister's husband just made VP at his firm. Melissa's boyfriend started his own company and I'm dating someone content with mediocrity. That stung. I'd been grinding, applying, interviewing, just hadn't mentioned it. I'm 27. I want marriage, a house, stability. You can't give me that working your dead-end job. So this is about money. It's about future. You have none. I've waited 4 years for you to level up. I'm done waiting. She'd already packed a bag, had this whole thing planned. I'll get the rest of my stuff this weekend. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Okay. Pausing at the door. That's it. Okay. Me, you've made your decision. What else is there to say? Wow. 4 years and you won't even fight for us. Proves I'm making the right choice. She left. I finished making dinner, ate alone, then opened my laptop and stared at the email I'd been sitting on for a week. Tech Solutions International, Senior Systems Architect, London office, 95,000 starting salary, full relocation package. I'd been waiting to discuss it with Rachel, planning how to break the news about possibly moving abroad. Guess that conversation was moot now. Typed my response. Thank you for the offer. I'm delighted to accept the position. Clicked send at 11:47 p.m., then blocked Rachel on everything. If I had no future, she didn't need to be part of it. Update 1, 2 weeks later. The entitlements started almost immediately. Day 3 post-breakup, Rachel texted from her friend's phone. We need to discuss apartment stuff. Stop being petty with the blocking. Ignored it. The lease was month to month in my name only. Her stuff. She could coordinate through mutual friends. Day 5, she showed up with her sister Emma to collect her things. I'd boxed everything neatly, left it by the door. Emma, seriously? You're not even going to let her in? Me. Everything's here. Check if you want. Real mature, Dan. She dodged a bullet with you. Loud enough for me to hear. 3 years of my life wasted on someone with no ambition. At least I figured it out before it was too late. They took the boxes and left. I went back to organizing my visa paperwork. Meanwhile, I gave notice at my dead-end job. My manager was shocked. Manager, London. That's incredible. Why didn't you say you were interviewing? Me wanted to wait until it was certain. Well, we'll miss you. This calls for a proper send-off. Started the leaving process. 2 weeks notice, knowledge transfer, exit interviews. Kept it all quiet on social media. Only told a few close friends who needed to know. But Rachel's entitlement wasn't done. Day 10, got an email to my work address, the only one she still had. Daniel, I heard you quit your job. I know the breakup was hard, but don't do something stupid. Self-destruction isn't the answer. If you need finding new work, I can ask my network. Despite everything, I still care about your well-being. The condescension, she thought I'd spiraled and quit out of depression, didn't respond. Day 14, my buddy Carlos let slip at a bar that I was moving. Carlos, can't believe you're leaving, man. London's gain is our loss. The friend group was mixed. Some knew Rachel, some didn't. Word traveled fast. By that Sunday, Rachel was blowing up mutual friends' phones. Is it true Daniel's moving? Where's he going? When did this happen? Why didn't anyone tell me? Her friend Jane messaged me. Rachel's freaking out about you moving. Maybe you should talk to her. Me, no thanks, not my problem anymore. Jane, she's really upset, says you're making a mistake. According to her, I have no future, can't make mistakes when you're going nowhere. Right. Cold, Dan. Factual. Update 2, the week before Tech Solutions went all out for my relocation. Business class flight, temporary corporate housing, shipping container for my stuff. The works. My team threw a farewell party. Nothing huge, just drinks at our usual spot. But people posted photos, Instagram stories, Facebook check-ins. Gonna miss this legend. London won't know what hit them. Congrats on the new role. Rachel saw everything. The meltdown was swift and glorious. First she tried going through my coworkers. My desk neighbor Priya told me later. Priya, your ex messaged me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, Dan, asking about your new job. Me, would you tell her? Priya, new phone who dis, but seriously, she seemed desperate. Asked salary, position, whether you were really moving. Weird energy. Then came the direct assault. New number, walls of texts, I can't believe you didn't tell me about London. How long were you planning this? We could have worked things out if I knew. This is so typical of you, keeping secrets. I supported you for 4 years and this is how you repay me. The revisionist history was impressive. Suddenly she was the supportive girlfriend who deserved to know about my career moves. But the peak entitlement came when she showed up at my apartment. Rachel, banging on the door. Daniel, I know you're in there. We need to talk. Through the door. No, we don't. You can't just leave the country without telling me. Watch me. I have a right to know. 4 years, Daniel. You ended those 4 years. Remember, I have no future. I was trying to motivate you. If I'd known you had this lined up, you'd have what? Stayed for the money? Glad we cleared that up. She actually tried the tears next. Please just let me in. 5 minutes. I deserve that much. Me, you deserved a boyfriend with ambition. Now you're free to find one. Goodbye, Rachel. Called building security. They escorted her out, but she wasn't done. Oh no, the social media campaign started. Vague posts about people who hide their success to hurt others and emotional manipulation through silence. Her mom commented, "You okay, sweetie?" Rachel replied, "Just processing betrayal, Mom." Some people pretend to be less than they are to make others look bad. The mental gymnastics were Olympic level. I'd apparently been failing on purpose to hurt her, make her leave. The logic wasn't logic ing. Update 3, Departure Day. My flight was Thursday evening. Wednesday night, had a final dinner with close friends. Small, intimate, no posts, no tags, just goodbyes. Thursday morning, finished packing. Apartment was bare except for I was leaving behind. Felt good, clean slate. 2 p.m., the Uber to the airport arrived. Loading my bags when another car screeched up. Rachel jumped out, dressed like she was going to a job interview. Going somewhere? Meet airport. Obviously. I know about the job, Daniel. £95,000, senior systems architect. You could have had this months ago. The offer came 2 weeks ago. Bullshit. Jobs like that don't just appear. 6 rounds of interviews over 3 months, but you were too busy comparing me to your sister's husband to notice I was interviewing. She actually staggered. You were interviewing for months and didn't tell me. Me. Why would I? You'd already decided I had no ambition, didn't want to get your hopes up if it fell through. That's, I would have, we could have planned together. Like you planned our breakup. Nah, I'm good. Got in the Uber. She actually tried to get in too. I'm coming with you. Driver, just me please. Ma'am, please step back. Daniel, don't do this, we can work it out. Long distance until I can transfer. Transfer what? You work retail. Low blow. Sure. But she'd called my career dead end while folding shirts at a boutique. I have a degree, I can find work in London. Good luck with that, visas are tough. Anyway, bye. Driver pulled away. Last image, Rachel standing on the curb, screaming something I couldn't hear. Flight was peaceful. Posted one photo from the business class lounge. Next chapter, my phone exploded. 47 messages from various numbers, all Rachel or her flying monkeys. Turned on airplane mode and enjoyed my champagne. Final update, 3 months later. London's been incredible. Jobs challenging but rewarding, teams brilliant, flats small but mine. Life's good. Rachel's life. Less good, according to the Intelligence Network, aka mutual friends who enjoy drama. First, she tried to spin our story as Daniel got a job to spite me. Problem, timeline didn't work. I'd been interviewing before she left. People did the math. Then she tried, we were taking a break, not broken up. Harder sell when everyone remembered her dodge to bullet comments. The real kicker came when she decided to follow her heart to London. Oh yeah, she really tried it. Announced on social media, she was moving to London for new opportunities and to reconnect with what matters. Her mom commented, "So proud of you for fighting for love." Plot twist, UK visa requirements are real. You can't just show up and work retail. Her tourist visa gave her 90 days max, no work allowed. She lasted 3 weeks. Turns out London's expensive when you're not on a corporate package. Hostel hopping, eating instant noodles, getting rejected from jobs because she couldn't legally work. She found my office building, LinkedIn's a snitch. Security wouldn't let her in. She waited outside for hours. I used the other exit. Posted sad photos around London landmarks. Sometimes you have to chase your dreams across oceans. Comments were brutal. Girl, he's not your dream. He's your ex. This is stalking with a passport. Maybe focus on your own career instead of his. She flew home broke and humiliated. Posted a long thing about closure and self-discovery. Then went back to the boutique. Last I heard, she was dating some crypto guy who promises he's about to moon. Good luck with that. Meanwhile, I'm thriving, got promoted already. Dating a pediatrician named Sophie who thinks it's hilarious I'm a tech guy who can actually hold a conversation. Sophie, so your ex followed you to London? Me, tried to. Turns out no future. Me required a visa she couldn't get. The irony is delicious. Me, right. I had no future but needed extensive background checks and qualifications to work here. We laughed about it over drinks that cost more than Rachel's hourly wage. Not that I'm counting. Much. The thing about telling someone they have no future. Sometimes they go and build one without you. Then you're stuck in the past, folding designer jeans and wondering why your motivation didn't work. Rachel wanted me to level up. I did, just not on her timeline or for her benefit. Now she gets to watch via social media as I live the life she wanted. In London. With someone who liked me before the 6 figures. She was right about one thing. I didn't fight for us. Why fight for someone who sees you as a project to fix rather than a partner to support? Anyway, got to go. Sophie and I have reservations at that new place in Shoreditch. The one with the 3-month waitlist. You know, because I suddenly developed ambition the second Rachel left. Funny how that works. If you enjoyed the story and want to hear more just like it, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment with your thoughts and subscribe for more stories. Your support helps these stories reach more people and trust me, the next one, it's even wilder.